Hey, today I'm making a delicious strawberry pie. The recipe was created by Nora Cooks. Let's give it a go.
We're starting with the pie crust. You can use whichever crust that you like. I'm using a gluten-free pie crust that is scratch-made. I'll link my gluten-free pie crust recipe in the description box. This crust must be baked because the strawberries are not actually baked. This is called blind baking, which means baking the crust without a filling. I'll poke a lot of holes in the bottom of the crust. This will help the bottom crust not puff up while baking. I also like to add parchment paper to the inside of the crust and fill it with uncooked beans. This helps the pie crust to not puff up while baking. If you don't want to use beans, you could also buy pie weights if you like. While the crust is cooking, let's make the delicious glaze for the strawberries. In a medium saucepan, I've added sugar. I'm using raw organic sugar here. I've already washed 2 pounds of strawberries. I separated the larger ones and the rest I've sliced. I added just over 1 cup of sliced strawberries into the saucepan. To that, I'm adding a bit of lemon juice, which will brighten both the color and the flavor, and some water goes into the pan. I'm heating the saucepan on medium heat and macerating the strawberries. This will give a deeper strawberry flavor to the sauce. I add cornstarch, which acts as a thickener. Once it comes to temperature, I will cook for 2 to 3 minutes until very thick.
Hey, if you're enjoying this content, please consider subscribing. It's free, and I really can't grow my channel without you.
To assemble the pie, the sliced strawberries go into the bottom. I'm adding about 3/4 of the strawberry glaze and mixing it into the sliced strawberries. Then I add the rest of the strawberries. I've sliced them in half and placed them into a pattern just to make the pie pretty. And then the rest of the glaze goes in, being sure to cover the last strawberries added. This will go into the fridge for 6 hours or overnight. It's the next day and the pie looks really beautiful. Let's pull out a slice. Normally you might think that this pie should slice easily, but it won't. The reason is that this pie is frozen. The reason it's frozen is because it didn't set. I did something wrong. The problem is not with this recipe. I've made it before, and it's really just a perfect recipe that needs no adjustments. So what happened? There are 2 possibilities. I doubled the glaze recipe because I'm making a bigger pie than what is in Nora's recipe. It's possible that the glaze in this recipe does not double well. The other, and most likely possibility, is that I didn't cook the glaze long enough. I did not time the simmer of the glaze and possibly did not cook it for 2 to 3 minutes. It did thicken, but it's possible that it needed to cook longer. Once I realized that it wasn't going to set, I had 2 options. The first was to drain out all of the glaze and cook it again with more cornstarch. I really didn't want to try this method because it would have been sloppy and the pie wouldn't have been as pretty. My other option was to freeze the pie, so that's what I did. The fact is that no matter how long any of us have been baking or cooking, we will make mistakes. The question is, what do we do to fix the error? Sometimes it means we have to throw the dish away, and sometimes we can actually find a way to fix the error. In this case, I got lucky with my decision. If you love strawberry pie, I recommend that you do give this recipe a try. Again, the error was my mistake, not a problem with the recipe. Thank you, Nora Cooks, for a great strawberry pie recipe.
The cold is so good. Wow. If you enjoy desserts, check out this video right here for more vegan recipes.